Family, what's up? It's Kyle Anderson, Bama Football on YouTube. Can I get a roll tide? What's up, fam? Felt like we did this already this morning, right? Well, we're back, and today is a commitment watch for a very talented quarterback, Tayden Kawa, who should be announcing at 11 a.m. Central Time. All right, so preview the commitment. I'll talk with you guys. If you got the first stream, welcome to the second stream. We good. Let me first of all get your excitement level if we're able to get Tayden Kawa on board. Scale of 1 to 10. What do you guys say? 1 to 10 for Tayden Kawa to commit to Alabama, like your excitement level. I think for me, like, I'm pretty excited about this one. You know, I think that, you know, you get a good quarterback in. That'll make 2 in the class. I think that Ryan Grubb, you know, gets who he wants in terms of the developmental process, right? Because you're going to have to develop Jet and you're going to have to develop Tayden. And I think any of the quarterbacks that we're going to commit to Alabama, they had to have an understanding that playing early is probably going to be very difficult to do, if not non-existent here at Alabama within your first year, because you got a young man by the name of Keelan Russell that's going to run things for a while, okay? So, and that's a tough selling point, because I think when you're looking at, you know, the pay-for-play model right now in the world of college football, especially at the quarterback position, these guys have options to take a lot of cash and to play somewhere else a lot sooner. But you got to think the future is already here at Alabama. I mean, these guys are young, okay? And look, Daniel thinks that Jet Tamala could, I mean, that he could, you know, that he's the better quarterback of the two. I don't know. I'm not here to talk about that today, but I think my point is any of the quarterbacks that you brought on board, man, are they going to be better than Keelan Russell next year? I don't know. Keelan Russell, think about it. Keelan Russell has this year as a freshman, the year after as a sophomore, 3 years of Keelan Russell. So these guys coming in have to understand they're going to wait. So you probably won't see like a Jet Tamala or a, you know, Tayden Kawa for a long time. But the competition, like Robert is saying inside the comment box, that's what breeds success. And there's nothing wrong with competition at all. So at 11 a.m., Tayden Kawa has been predicted to commit to Alabama. We'll cover it right here on Bama Football on YouTube. Jarvis, what's up, man? We had our normal stream. Sometimes in the world of streaming, things happen at different points in time, sometimes close to each other, sometimes far. I had my morning show, took like 5 minutes, and we're back. So, you know, waiting for him to officially announce that he has committed to Alabama. But, you know, as all the, you know, the people that know every single thing, they've already said that he's predicted and to commit to Alabama, which would mean you get 2 quarterbacks in the class. They were going to take 2 quarterbacks. The thing that people don't realize is that Austin Mack is young too. Austin Mack is just a redshirt freshman. So I mean, that's your quarterback class right there. You get Ty Simpson to do his thing this year. He'll move on to the NFL. And then after that, you'll have 4 quarterbacks on roster. You know, I like the fact that they only have 3 quarterbacks on the roster right now. Actually, they have 4. One's a walk-on. I know you guys don't know the name, but it's John Gazaniga. We've talked about that. He's 6'7", 252 pounds. He's an absolute monster. I think Neil inside the comment box, are you saying, hey, Neil, are you saying in terms of Tayden Kawa that's 6'7"? Or who are you talking about, John Gazaniga or Austin Mack? Because think about this quarterback room, okay? Because I think Tayden is actually 6'6". So you have John Gazaniga. He commits at 11 a.m. Central Time. We've got 15 minutes. Think about Alabama's quarterback room, okay? Just in terms of height. John Gazaniga, 6'7", 252 pounds. He's a walk-on. You have Austin Mack, who's 6'6", I don't know, what, 250? And then you have, you know, if you get Tayden Kawa on board, you what, 6'6", 240? Damn, those are some gigantic quarterbacks. No, Neil, I think Tayden is 6'6", and I think Austin Mack is, look, I think Austin Mack is 6'7". That somebody told me that. Dude, he's tall, dude. But the crazy thing was, I didn't see who was the tallest quarterback that Coach Saban had. Did Coach Saban ever have like a 6'6" guy, or like a 6? I don't know if he's 6'7". That's my trivia for you guys. Who was the tallest quarterback that Coach Saban had? So, Coker? Is that what you guys are saying? Dude, for real, Neil. Right? It seems like the strategy or the recipe for to be the quarterback over here is somebody that certainly has height. Like a lot of it too. Not like even like a 6'3". You're talking like somebody that's 6'6". I mean, these guys are big. I'm not mad at that. And look, it worked under Coach Saban. I think it'll work under Coach Kalen DeBoer, and that's kind of the recipe that they have. And the same thing goes with it on the defensive side, because they certainly like length as well, right? Dejon Lee, what is he, 6'5"? Eli Holstein was tall, but he wasn't like overly tall. Like what is Eli Holstein, like 6'3" maybe? 6'2"? Wait, Jeff, are you saying if Tayden commits that somebody else will leave? I don't think that's the case. I don't think that'll happen. So anyways, if you're just joining us, Tayden Kawa is about to commit at 11. So you got like 10 minutes, all right? What would this mean for Alabama? Well, a lot of things. It would be a really big pickup in class of 2026. You have 2 quarterbacks, right, coming in. And I think it kind of continues to show you the model of how Alabama is going to recruit their quarterbacks and other players, right? Yeah, Southern Red saying Austin Mack is 6. Southern Red. Austin Mack is tall. Today's raffle is this Bama hoodie. I think Chad has won this. This is from Athletes Thread. $10 to get in. All right. To get into the raffles, Bama_YouTube, Cash at Bama YouTube. And I don't know if Fred Turner is on, but I've been looking for Fred Turner. He won last week. I haven't been able to get a hold of him, man. I'm going to give you one more day because I called you in the morning too. So Fred Turner, hit me up, bro. $10 to get in. Cash at Bama YouTube, Venmo Bama_YouTube. Thanks to Sonic, our friends out in West Memphis, Arkansas, Marion, Arkansas, where I-55 and I-40 hit. Thank you so much. They've been a strong summer sponsor for us. Thank you so much. And then to our good friend, Ketchum Travel. He's an independent travel agent, no booking fees, game day travel card, hotels, independently owned. Vendors like Royal Caribbean, Princess, Cruise Line. Screenshot this, 334-797. Tell them Bama Football on YouTube sent you. I didn't even see, in the hat that I'm wearing today, I just linked up with the guy. He just sent me this in the mail, which was really nice of him. He just started his company out. It's called Down South Headwear, and you can find it on Facebook. Jeff is asking, why is Alabama taking another quarterback? Well, I think you take a quarterback because you're going to lose a quarterback after this season, and that's going to be Ty Simpson. So as long as I've been around, Alabama's always had 4 quarterbacks, maybe 5 on the roster. And I think when you have, competition, and things happen at the quarterback position, some guys develop a little bit faster, whatever the case is. I think it makes total sense for these guys to bring on another quarterback. I knew that they would take 2, just as they would take 2 running backs. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not mad about Jet. I know a lot of people, you like Jet. I do too. And I'm not mad about getting Tayden in as well. Yeah, and then when you kind of look down the line, Southern Red brings us up. Graham Simpson, the brother of Ty Simpson, right? has been offered by Bama. And then also you have Trent Seaborn, right? Has anybody seen Seaborn? Yo, these young quarterbacks they're so good. I think Graham Simpson I think the stats are right. I think he threw his freshman year. He threw 58 touchdowns and like 1 interception. Is that right? Man, and then Seaborn as well. That dude has been playing. How many years has Seaborn been the starter? And Daniel has Jet as the people are so high on Jet. You think he'll be better than Keelan Russell, Daniel? You think he can come and take over for Keelan? This is interesting. Chad is saying, tall can sometimes be associated with being clumsy. I'm going to show you after he commits his highlight tape. We have, footage of him running, 60 yards downfield, dude. He's got great athleticism. What's up, Ethan? Good to see you, bro. Ty's little brother. Dude, that guy is, right? One hell of a quarterback ratio. And Darren points out that he's been starting since 8th grade on varsity. All right, Daniel's not going to go that far. But Daniel likes Jet, but he's not saying that he takes over Keelan. Let me ask you a question, honestly. How many years, okay, listen up. How many years do you think that Keelan Russell starts here at Alabama? How many years? Beth James asked a really important question. The more important question. I think it's probably going to be Connor Talty, right? Neil says, heard they offered Arch Manning's unborn. Did you see that, man? I had never seen anything as crazy as Arch Manning at Media Day. All right, everyone has Keelan Russell starting 2 years. Yeah. Remember, I think sometimes people think like college, you have to be just one and done. No, you have to be here 3 years. You can come back more if you want. So 2 years. So let's just say, let me ask you this. Are you including this year? Or are you just saying, this after? Because that's what I'm saying. That's 3 years of starting, potentially. If you've been following my stream, I've been streaming the Dynasty on College Football 26. I've rotated in all the quarterbacks based off like how they roll with momentum. And right now, I'm starting Keelan going into the back end of my seat. Actually, I'm starting him going into my FCS game, and then I have Auburn on the back end. I'm 9-1. Am I ranked number 1 still? I can't remember. I think I am. Maybe I'll play tonight. I don't know. Byron, what's up, dog? Good to see you up in the house, man. Saying Trent Seaborn is a little bit short compared to what this is a really good point. That right? If you're not 6'4", are you coming here? Coming up in just a few minutes, 5 minutes. Tayden Kaawa will make his pick, and he's been already forecasted to Alabama. All the people that know everything have already been saying this for like 2 weeks. We're waiting for the day. My other question for you: do we have a date on Tank Jones? Hunter, what's up, dog? Do we have a date for Tank Jones? I've been looking for a date for such a long time. We still can't find it. I don't know if 247, Hunter, I don't know if 247 is carrying it. I'm doing like a million things. Hold on, I gotta read this. What does Kendrick say? Kendrick, what's up, dog? Good to see you, dude. Kyle played the Dynasty on Heisman, and it was nerve-wracking. No way. Are you serious? That's what's up, dude. Congrats to you, man. My games are nerve-wracking on All-American. Josh says no official date on Tank. He keeps saying late July, early August. Appreciate it. Daniel says that Tank's dad wants to be paid. And Chad is saying Tank better stick with Bama because we couldn't land Ford. That's why I think that Bama gets Tank. And Joe pipes in and he says at one time it was August 6th. Okay. All right, so just a few more minutes for our big quarterback commitment, Tayden Kawa. What's up, Christopher? Good to see you, man. Welcome on in. Still raining on late July. This class is great. I love this class. Okay, a lot of people asking about the hat. I told my boy I'd give him a shout out. It's called Down South Headwear. You can find it on Facebook. Hey, they just sent it to me. It fits great. And I like the fact that the hat is crimson. King's family, I think 247 is carrying it. What's up, Lucas? Appreciate it, man. Thanks for the spiritual message. Kendrick, I think you're talking about Tank, right? If he doesn't pick Bama, A&M. Man, I could see that. Hey, Christopher, thanks, dude. Yeah, I gotten a lot of positive feedback on the hat. As soon as I saw the hat, I was like, oh, people are gonna want this one. I don't sell the gear or anything like that. So check out Down South Headwear. Hey, Blissful Love, what's up? See you there. Appreciate you being here. Any moment, we should be getting the word on where Tayden is going. I didn't even see other places that Tayden was like choosing from. Hey, Bobs, what's up? Thanks for the shout out on the hat. One more time, the hat is from Down South Headwear on Facebook. I told him, I was like, you guys should be a sponsor of me. People are going to love the hat. I said it. The hat is fire, 100%, and it fits great too. It's a good hat. Hey, Justin's coming to us from Quebec City. That's what's up. Good to see you. Friendly neighbor to the north. Hey, William, good to see you, man. From, what's up, dog? Good morning to you, man. I don't know if you were on the first stream or not. If you're just joining us, we're waiting on the commitment from Tayden Kawa. As soon as it comes, we'll go over his highlights. We'll celebrate it. Just waiting on the announcement. Who was like the challenger for Tayden? Seriously. And another great guy to follow on social media, of course, is like Hayes Fawcett. He's the guy that breaks all this stuff. That guy's turned into such a monster in the recruiting world. Killer, I mean, does an amazing job. God's best believer, what's up? Good to see you, man. I love the spiritual messages. Yeah, Hunter, I thought 247 was carrying it, but I guess not. BYU, okay, all right. Well, man, BYU's been able to throw some coin at people, so. Hey, real rare, we can't seem to find a live feed, so we thought 247 had it. Maybe check there again. Maybe refresh it. And this is how these streaming shows always work. It's like you just kind of wait. Fromm points out a really good point. Hey, thanks for the super chat. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. I didn't see Oregon in the process in the mix for Tayden. I didn't see anybody, to be honest. I just saw like he visited, and then that was like him. Joshua Harris, dude, I 100% agree, bro. I'm gonna show you his highlight tape in just a minute. And I think he's bigger than what's listed. I think he's like, Hey, real rare. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, if you could find it, post it inside the comment box. It's cool, man. I want you to be able to like watch the kid commit, celebrate his moment. If anybody has a link, feel free to post it inside the comment box. I couldn't find it. Yeah, he's a big dude, man. If you and be sure and follow these kids like on Instagram or whatever. They got, there's a couple photos that I saw of Tayden. You can just see how big of a person he is. I think he's 6'6", 240. It's kind of like very similar size to Austin Mack, right? And again, I'm waiting on it. GLX, my prediction. Oh, look, he just committed to Alabama. All right, breaking news: Tayden Kawa has just committed to Alabama. Breaking news: he has committed. That was broken by Hayes Fawcett. So let's look at his highlights, and of course, I'll run back to the sponsors. But Tayden Kawa has just committed officially. Drop a thumbs up as many times as you can inside the comment box if you're excited about Tayden Kawa committing to Alabama. 6'6", 235 pounds. This is the second quarterback commit in this class. He's got a very quick release. He's super athletic. He's a commander of the field, and I think he fits in perfectly within the system. Okay, I want to show you his highlights because they were really impressive to me. I'll go full screen and you'll hear me on the other side. Again, breaking news: Tayden Kawa has committed. If people come in, will you do me a favor? If they're asking if he committed, will you just keep saying that he committed so people know? I love his highlights. Let me talk about him. I showed this on my morning show, but let's go over him one more time. One thing that I want you to think about is the quick release. That's what I'm talking about right there. We want quarterbacks to have that quick drop and get the ball out, okay? Every single time. It's fun to have a quarterback that can dance around, but we want a quarterback to set his feet and throw it. And Chad, that's a very good point, man. It's like this guy is only a 3-star, and that's something that I'm kind of wondering about myself because as I look at the tape, and I've seen a lot of football, I kind of have a hard time with him being 3-star. I don't know if it's the competition. I have no idea. Look at this play right here. 6'6", 240, getting down the field, showcasing his athleticism. Right? So I'm not really worried about the star. I think, kind of what I'm seeing on tape is telling me a lot. Look at that quick release right there. And that's the NFL. NFL, you got some guys that could dance around or whatever, but I think this is a big man. Look at him right there in the check down. He's able to see the field. That's being called a field general. Here he is in single back formation, right? Play action. Running back misses the block. He's able to dump it out, keep his eyes downfield. Here he is in the goal line situation. Finds an open wide receiver. That's a hell of a throw right there. He's got athleticism, right? Good ball to the outside. 2 running backs. Play action. He has a lot of escapability as well. Another wide receiver that was wide open. 3 wide receivers to the right. Quick release. Gets the inside wide receiver. Looked like a touchdown. Hey, I appreciate you, Southern Red. Nice pass right there. Jeez. In his own end zone. Doesn't panic, right? Steps up, keeps his feet moving. Finds a, damn, that's a really good play right there. Keep the feet moving. Yeah, I like this guy. Really good feet. I think I'll go over this here in a second. But, hey, Robert, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it for the super chat. I really like his feet. I like the quick release. Those are some of the things that absolutely stand out to me. So when you look at kind of the quarterback room, you have Jet Thamala, 6'3", 205, really good quarterback. And then today you add on Tayden Kawa, right? So a really good addition. Thanks for the super chat, Case. I really appreciate it. The running backs look like this. You got Xavier Crowell, who's committed, who's the 5-star. And then you got Javari Barnett. Once again, if you're just joining us, Tayden Kawa has committed to the Alabama Crimson Tide. Big pickup for the Tide today, landing another quarterback for the class of 2026. The wide receivers, this area is elite, okay? You have Owen Cabell, 6'3", 200 pounds. You have Brian Williams, 6'4", 190 pounds. You got Sedarian Morgan, 6'4", 220. The height, right? And then you got Max Sutter, 6'6", 230. So these guys coming in with length on the offensive side. I would like to, I'm still curious to see what's going to happen on the offensive line, because currently you only have two guys committed, right? Sam Utu and Chris Booker. I like the guys that were in, but I don't know who would be another guy to join, all right? The defensive lineman, Jarvis says length over length. The defensive line, look, my guy is Nolan Wilson. I'm not going to lie. This dude is an absolute monster. Cameron Johnson, monster. J.J. Finch, he committed on the back end of June. He got things going. The secondary, I think I missed the linebackers. Can't miss my linebackers. There they are. Xavier Griffin, Jamarian Matthews, and Zay Hall. Zay Hall is my guy. 6'2", 225, ran like a 4.4 at Bama's camp. And then we got our secondary, which, I mean, that's a lot of stars up in here. 5-star, 5-star, 4-star, 3-star. All right. That's a really good class. So again, if you're just joining us, Tayden Kaawa committed to the Alabama Crimson Tide. Big pickup today on July 22nd. You guys excited about getting Tayden in? I am. I think this is a good pickup. Anytime you get, somebody that I think has a lot of upside, I need to put on the graphic quick, really good feet. I look at upside. I think he fits into, and it's important when you recruit somebody like, when you recruit quarterbacks, you have to be so specific on how they fit into your system, right? And this guy fits into the system perfectly. Jared saying that the QB room can make a Final Four run. Yeah, that's some absolutely tall quarterbacks. But thanks for kicking it with me on my double show. This was a good one. You get Tayden Kawa in today as the summer rain continues. And I guess before I dip out, let me just go to this, because I think this is probably the biggest question that you guys have. And I think it's regarding Tank Jones, right? Let me just kind of get a feel right now, because Alabama still has a lot of momentum. Where do you think that Tank Jones ends up? Go ahead and just post it inside the comment box. I just want to get a quick pulse. And who do you think is the biggest challenger to Alabama? Do you think it's Oregon or A&M? I mean, I think it'll be very telling if Alabama's able to go pound for pound with those two guys, those two organizations, and be able to land Tank, who I feel is a must get. And I do feel that they're going to get him, right? Chad saying Bama. I'm with you, Chad. I think it'll be Bama. And you want to break the internet? Tank Jones, come on down. Okay, Jarvis is saying, Jarvis, are you saying A&M's the biggest challenger? Or are you saying that you're feeling them picking Alabama? Bob's, what's up, man? So I think our first time that we've seen you up in here. Thanks for being here, bro. Everyone's saying A&M seems to be the biggest challenger. Okay. Oh, man. Tank, gotta get him. Tank would be just the little icing that we need on this cake. Oh, man. What a player. Damn. All right. If you're watching on the rewatch, or if you watch the morning, this is our raffle. It's the Alabama Tusk Camo quarter zip. $10 to get into this raffle. You can Cash App Bama YouTube or Venmo Bama_YouTube. It's there at the bottom of the screen. So, all right, fam. We did 2 shows. I'll probably do a nightcap as well to come back and hype up this class, or I might come back on tonight and I might do some streaming, continuation of my dynasty. Should I have to play this FCS game? I don't know what I'm going to do because my next game is Auburn. So I don't know if I just go to the Auburn game. I don't know. Because if I play the Auburn game and I'm able to beat Auburn, then I think I'll have the SEC title game. So maybe I'll like super sim the FCS game. I don't know what to do. GLX, wow, that's the best news we've had since Tayden Kawa commits. The season's here in 39 days. We're like now a 40-yard field goal away from the season. But I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much for kicking it with me, not once, but twice. I appreciate you guys. As news comes in, I got you covered right here on Bama Football on YouTube. Thanks for supporting the show, whether it's super chats, just being here inside the comment box. I appreciate you guys so much. Coming to you from beautiful Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Kyle Henderson, Bama Football on YouTube. Everybody inside the chat, welcome in Tayden Kawa. I'll be back as news happens. Catch you later tonight right here on Bama Football on YouTube. Love you, fam.